Tonight, lawmakers at the Indiana State House are in the home stretch of the legislative session.
However, they still have to pass the budget. 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker joins us live with an update on the work done today.
Emily?
Hey, Ann and Felicia, lawmakers in the House, they are set to reconvene here at any moment. We've seen some lawmakers making their way into the chamber. The Senate is still in recess, but lawmakers in both chambers have been dealing with dozens of other bills all day today, throughout this morning, trying to move them ahead in the legislative process. Bills like raising the awareness on human trafficking and requiring people who are running for school board to declare a political party. Both of those bills are headed to the governor at this point. The one bill we are still waiting for discussion on, the budget. The details were announced yesterday by Republican leaders in both the House and Senate, along with Governor Braun. Lawmakers spent the past week reworking a budget proposal after learning the state would bring in $2 billion less in revenue than they originally expected when they drafted their original proposals earlier this session. Here are some of the big takeaways. K-12 education will get $861 million over the next 2 years. That's a 2% increase each year if you don't count the cost of extracurricular materials, which the state picked up in the last budget. This time around, that money will be rolled into what the state gives schools for tuition support. Universal school vouchers will also happen, just not until year 2 of the budget. When it comes to cuts, funding for public health is taking a big hit, going from receiving $100 million a year to $40 million. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation will also see its budget reduced between 25 and 30%. Higher education will also get 5% less funding than it did in the last budget, with money for building maintenance also going down 5%. State agencies and the offices of elected officials also saw a 5% cut, except for the Family Social Services Administration, the Department of Corrections, and the Department of Children's Services. Those 3 agencies will see an increase in money in the first year of the new budget. In the second year, the funding increase for all 3 agencies will go into a separate fund, where Governor Braun can decide which agency may need more. Now let's talk taxes. This budget doesn't change course when it comes to reducing the state's income tax. Those plans are still on track, with the income tax set to go down to 2.9 in 2027, with further decreases in the years to follow. One tax that's going up, the tax on cigarettes and tobacco products. A pack of cigarettes will cost $2 more than what it does now, with the taxes on other tobacco products going up proportionately. That money is expected to go towards helping fund Medicaid. But lawmakers hope the tax could also lead to fewer smokers, cutting down on what the state spends on health care. And one tax that's not going away, the sales tax on menstrual products. That's known as the pink tax. Now, the House had eliminated that tax in its version of the budget, but the Senate put the pink tax back in, so it remains. We could see discussion of the budget start in a little over an hour. There's this rule that says once the latest version is published that they have to wait 24 hours before lawmakers can even begin to discuss it. And we know this latest version of the budget came out last night just after 6. So we are waiting for the discussion still to begin, and lawmakers are waiting too. Ann, Felicia?
All right, Emily, thank you so much.